I just got done watching an episode of Babylon 5. Season 1, Episode 5, Parliament of Dreams. Now, there's three storylines that's going on in this episode, okay? First of all, they're having some type of cultural exchange, some type of festival or something, where all the different races are presenting the dominant religion of their planet, okay? Then you got another storyline where the ex-girlfriend, the on again, off again love interest of Commander Sinclair comes to the station. Catherine Sakai or whatever. That only thing that was interesting about that to me is that basically she's an actor that's been on Star Trek before. I think she was on 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine and maybe 1 episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Then you have the actual interesting storyline, the one that you will actually be interested in, involving Jakar. Apparently, an old enemy of Jakar, who's also on the council, okay, Kyrie, he's a council member. He sends Jakar a message by a courier Tapari. And the courier, Jakar goes ahead and play this message. And he says, "Yo, dog, I'm dead. But before I died, I took all my money and I paid an assassin group to come after you. Okay. I think the Phantom Accord was the name of it. Could be wrong. I think that was the name. And they're like this well-known assassins group. And basically they never fail." He says, so in 48 hours they're gonna come and they're gonna push your cat back. Okay. They're gonna whack your noodle, bro. But I want you to sit around in that time period, and I want you to sweat and be worried about your life. Okay. Now, around this time, he gets a new assistant. All right. His attaché, Natav. Apparently his old assistant died or got killed in some kind of weird accident. Okay. Turns out the person who sponsored her to be his assistant is actually the dude who wants to kill him or a friend of the dude who wants to kill him. That person is connected to the person who wants to kill him. So he's suspicious of her. Okay. He spends a lot of the episode asking her questions, trying to actually get her sent back. Okay. She basically just tries to reassure him, like, look, dude, if I want to kill you, you'd already be dead. They're like, nah, the person who hired these assassin guilds to kill me wants me to sweat. So having you sit here this whole time, me not knowing if you're going to kill me or not, that could be what they want. Now, of course, Jakar can't go to station security because if they actually found the assassin, there'd be a lot of questions asked, okay? And he doesn't want people to know that he's a member of the ruling government of the Narn government. At this point in the show, a lot of people don't know that, okay? So he goes and he hires security, this big hulking, monstrous looking dude who actually ends up getting killed. He spends the whole episode just stressing about this. So he calls his government and just says, get Natath out of here. And they tell him, well, yeah, we're sorry. Our stuff is the courier who was supposed to be handling that section of space. He got killed a while back ago. We've had trouble finding a replacement or whatever. It's like, what are you talking about? The courier is here. This guy Tapari, he's standing right next to me. So of course the courier Tapari blasts him with some type of ray gun, beam weapon, stuns him, I guess, and takes him and hides him in another location. Natath tracks them down, and she's like, "Oh, I'm your backup, Tapari. In case you didn't kill Jakar, I'm supposed to help you out." And he's like, "Man, get the F out of here. You ain't no backup. You playing games." So to prove her sincerity, she goes up there and starts, mollywopping Jakar, beating a fit on him. Now, let me mention at this point that Jakar is actually wearing some type of harness, and it gives him pain. So he can't attack this guy. Not only does the harness give him pain, but if he comes anywhere near this guy, Tapari, he'll die. Okay. So Tapari isn't dumb. He's like, okay, this is the point where I'm supposed to trust you now and drop my guard and you kill me just because you beat up dude a little bit. He's like, no, Tapari. He's like, basically she's denying it a little bit. She wasn't trying to convince this guy that she was on his side. She just wanted to get close enough to damage that harness. So she's beating the crap out of Jakar. She damages the harness. He doesn't realize this. Jakar gets up, bomb rushes this dude, and, beats him like he stole something. But I like what they did. They didn't kill Tapari. They didn't turn him over to station security. They didn't even actually give him back to the Narn authorities. What they said is, here's what we're going to do. Okay. I've taken a large sum of money and deposited into your account. All right. The Assassin's Guild that you work for, I think, was it the Phantom Mercure, Sanctum Mercure, whatever. They're going to think that since you didn't kill me, they're going to think I paid you this money and you didn't do your job. Since you gave them a bad name, now they're going to kill. They're going to come after you. So they put this dude on transport and they say, hey, if you're lucky, maybe they won't kill you. You can stay one step ahead of them. I like that. I thought that was actually funny. This is the first time, I think, in the show, at this point, that they actually focused on Jakar as a main character. For the most part, he's just been a background character. Okay. This is one of the first episodes where I really thought this show was going to be good. Okay. I liked some of the early episodes, but the fact that they could take this other supporting character and make this funny, interesting episode around him, this actually made me say, okay, this show has potential. Okay. I mean, nothing else really interesting happens in this episode. Now, this episode is not perfect, though. There are some things here that I think really didn't go anywhere, or something they could have done better. Okay, the whole cultural exchange with everybody showing them these different races showing their dominant religion, I could have did without that. That, to me, was uninteresting. It was boring, uninteresting, and I really didn't need it. Okay, it was just time wasted, in my opinion. In my opinion, it was time wasted. Okay, could have spent more time on the whole thing with Jakar. It would have been so funny to see him going around that whole episode just being scared of everybody and everything. Okay, oh, is this person gonna kill me? Is that person gonna kill me? Is the dude lurking behind the corner? That's what the whole episode should have focused on. And then was goofy to me at the end of the episode. Earth has to show its the practices of its dominant religious culture. Some Commander Sinclair goes and gets every religion, every religious practice on Earth, and keep these dudes in a long line, has them walking up talking to them. Now, when I first saw it, I thought, okay, that's kind of cool that he did that. But the point was the dominant religious practice. Okay, there are dominant religions on Earth. That would be Christianity and whatever you call the Muslim religion. I don't whatever the Quran. I don't know. Sorry, but Islam or whatever. Those are probably the dominant religions. Okay, maybe one more, but that's what it should have been. It should have been. But it's like the people writing the episode, a person writing the episode, didn't want to say that. I don't know if Straczynski, I think he wrote this episode, didn't want to offend somebody by saying, okay, these are the 2 or 3 dominant religious practices on Earth or something like that. All those different religions cannot be dominant at the same time. Okay, I felt like that was a goofy cop-out to a storyline element that wasn't interesting to begin with. Okay. Then the thing with Commander Sinclair and his girlfriend. Oh, man. Nothing against the actor. They could have left that out. She didn't do anything interesting. I really okay, why are you even here, man? You just taking up screen time, making the episode boring. Yeah, that scenes together, man, was the most boring parts of the episode. And it didn't seem like to me. Also, didn't seem like they actually had any chemistry. Okay, it's like they were just sitting there reading lines off something. No chemistry at all. Now it would have been interesting if she came back and you find out the next episode she really was a shapeshifter or an alien or a monster or something. Okay, I could have seen why you did that, but there was no payoff to her. They could have cut her out this episode. They could have cut that whole religious, dominant religious crap. Show us your dominant religion. They could have cut that out too and just focus the whole episode on Jakar. That's what should have happened. Beyond that, I don't have any real problems with the episode. Only one thing bothered me in the episode. There's one part in the episode where when Jakar's trying to figure out who actually killed, who's going to be the killer, who's coming after him, he sends Natar, hey, go see if you can find this courier, okay? I need to find out who sent this message. I need to ask him some questions and information. Whatever, I'm trying to find out whatever I can. He might know something. So, she goes and finds this guy about to leave. He tells her later on, hey, that I just been walking around all this whole time waiting for you to find me. But anyways, when she finds him, she brings him back to Jakar's quarter. Now, he's sitting there. Jakar gets up there and he calls his headquarters, calls his whoever he calls from his people, and he's telling him, I don't want Natar here, right? And they're like, oh well, the courier who handles your area is, he died in an accident. And he's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? This dude's the courier's right here. Now, Tapara pulls out that gun and shoots him. Jakar's having a live conversation with this lady, with this female non. Okay, she didn't call the authorities. Hey, he just got shot. Okay, and he did not end the transmission first. As far as I didn't see him say, hey, what are you talking about? Dude standing right next to me. This conversation's over. I'll talk to you later. I didn't see him end that conversation. What I saw is that dude shot him while he was talking to her. So she didn't contact anybody. Okay. She didn't contact station security and say, hey, somebody attacked the ambassador. We didn't see no scene where everybody running around looking for him. Nothing. Okay. And even if Tapari because he was standing a little bit of ways from him, even if he was standing off camera or away from the monitor where she couldn't see, she couldn't see him, she had to have seen that beam weapon hit dude because your car is standing right in front of the monitor. You'd have to see that beam energy weapon would have been shown hitting him and him and falling down. You have to have seen that. Okay. Also, the power had to go over there and pick him up and carry him off. You also would have seen him then. Okay, you would have seen him doing that unless he took his weapon and shot the monitor or something. That was the only thing in the episode that didn't make sense to me. That was a minor thing. It didn't really make sense to me, but like I said, it was a minor thing. This episode actually was a pretty good episode. Is it still one of my favorite episodes, actually? Or at least one of my favorite in the first season. One little thing they did mention in this episode, they actually showed, I think, that Jakar likes human women. He likes to pound human meat. Okay, he likes to bang human females. Never really explained that, why he likes human women, for what I understand, because I could be wrong. I don't remember him messing with women of other species. I don't remember him messing around with female Narns or Minbari or any other Centauri, just human women. Okay. And you would think that he would not like human women because he hates Centauri. And Centauri in this show look just like human beings, just with a different hairstyle. Okay. Of course, the culture is different, but they look just like human beings. You would think he would not like human women. They never really, and I don't think they ever actually explained that in the show, why he liked human women or whatever. Nothing big, but yeah, it's pretty good episode, man. I enjoyed it. Nice seeing some stuff with Jakar. I wish they could have cut out the filler crap. The whole religious festival thing, filler crap, the ending was stupid to me. The whole thing with Commander Sinclair and his girlfriend, you could have left that out too. Okay. But a pretty good episode, man. Just a lot of uninteresting filler instead of them focusing on the actual stuff you want to see. But nothing here that I really hate. Pretty good episode. Check it out if you get a chance.